Meeting of the Beloit City Council to order. Manny, would you take a roll call, please?
Frank Delta.
Here.
Bob Richard.
Here.
Kent Miller.
Here.
Rick Brown.
Yep.
Pat Struble. Here. Matt Audie.
Here.
Lloyd Luttrell.
Present. Robert
Peterson.
Present.
Thank you. You'll stand with me for the invocation and pledge of allegiance. Heavenly Father, be with us tonight as we conduct the business of our city. Let us make the decisions that will have a good outcome for our community. Be with our law enforcement as they protect us here in our community. Be with our soldiers as they can protect us here at home and around the world. In your name we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bob, do you have anything at this time?
No, it got warm today.
Yeah. Regular heat.
That's all I.
Pat?
I just want to thank the city for the Christmas or New Year's get together the other night. It was very nice, very organized. We enjoyed it.
Thank you. Bob?
I want to echo that and apologize. I didn't make it. My wife was sick, so I couldn't do it. I want to give Mandy a belated congratulations on the new addition. I haven't seen her since she got her visit.
Yeah, welcome back.
Good to have her back.
Thank you. Mr. Brown?
Not this time.
Frank? Matt?
Yeah, I got a couple things. One, it's January, so it's time to get your dogs licensed. And it's also January election year. It's time for us to file if we want to run for re-election. I'm running, I have to file for running. 21st is the cutoff. That's it.
Okay. Lloyd?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Katie, do you have anything at this time?
No, nothing tonight.
Glenn?
And you go down to sort of the work session, so get your...
Okay, thank you. We have no public comment this evening. We'll go to the consent agenda for December the 17th. Council meeting minutes and appropriations 1A. Any questions or comments for staff? Okay. It's been, motion been made by Councilman Peterson, second by Councilperson Struble, that we accept the meetings for the December 17th meeting and appropriations 1A. Is there any further discussion? If there's no further discussion, Mandy, would you take a roll call vote, please?
Delta.
Yes.
Brown.
Yep.
Struble.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Audie.
Yes.
Peterson.
Yes.
Luttrell.
Yes.
Richard.
Yes.
Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the ordinance 2137, authorizing Sunday sales of alcoholic liquor and soda malt beverages in original package and the sale of alcoholic liquor on certain holidays in the original package. Questions or comments?
I was going to say, I've moved to the council.
Yeah, the motion has been made by Councilman Audie that we accept ordinance, we pass ordinance 2137, second by Councilman Brown. Is there any further discussion?
Did we ever get any letters we were supposed to get from any of the businesses?
I never see anything.
I talked with Joe, and he said that somebody's getting a letter, but he had talked to everybody, and they were all in favor of it. So, and I just talked to Joe tonight. He couldn't be here. He's got family from out of town. But he had talked to Carl Heineken, and he's talked to Casey's. I thought they were going to have a letter sent to the city, but they are.
Yes,
And
sir.
I really think it makes sense for the tax dollars that are going out of town.
Okay. Any discussion? No further discussion. Mandy, would you take a roll call vote, please?
Luttrell.
No.
Richard.
Yes.
Delta.
No.
Struble.
Yes.
Peterson,
Yeah.
Audi,
Yes.
Brown,
Yep.
Miller,
No.
Okay, motion carries 5-3. Next item on the agenda is under resolutions, number 2014-1 is the fee schedules. Is there any questions, comments?
Ronnie, have you made any changes in your,
Yeah, I made a few. I added 3 items too. We got a hand hydraulic crimper that crimps water, and we have several electricians that borrow it. We'd like to put a rental fee on it. 2 reasons. We got to have it calibrated on a regular basis, and plus by putting a fee to it, it might help it come back with it. And we actually had 2 hydraulic crimpers. One goes on a truck. But if they borrow that one on a truck, it's going to take an operator to the truck. It's going to cost them plus that. We got a hydraulic bender that some of them use, and it's always at the shop. But we like to put a fee onto it to help maintain it too. The impact fee, I upped mine about $50 to $400. And on the security lights, on a 100-watt high-pressure sodium, I went up 5% on that one. And on the 250 high-pressure sodium, we went up another 5%. And on poles, we noticed we normally set a pole for a street light, and it's free. And in the past, they've always charged for a metal pole if they wanted one. And they had $600 on it, and we called around, and we found out that the price is $1,185. So we upped that, but we also included some concrete and rebar with it to try to recoup our cost. So that's one change that I think.
Ronnie, is that gonna affect, in the new addition up there, are they requesting metal poles? Or is that all gonna be underground? We have street.
It's gonna be underground, but
Just
we're
street.
planning on putting wooden poles, because our policy says we supply wooden poles. If they want something different, they pay for it.
So if they want metal poles for street lights, they'll have to.
Yeah, they'll have to pay for it.
Thank you, Ron. Any other questions?
Are those things already changed on here on it?
Yeah, they're changed on here.
Okay. I did have one working for the time. Maybe it wasn't important. Under the veteran spouse's grave spaces, shoulder square, it says spouse will depend on the compensation. Is that not part of it now?
Actually, right now, the code says that the veteran gets it free and the spouse should pay for it, but that's not been the practice since way before I was here. I mean, that's not the practice. And so when it goes over in the code, then that's, you guys are going to make that decision.
When they put this in the code, was that done by ordinance though, and did it include that or not include that, or do we know? I'm just asking.
I don't know how it happened. I mean, it would have had to have happened by ordinance, but I don't know when
Okay.
or how that came about. At some point in time, the city would have had to vote on that, though.
So the request is, as these are on here now, no changes have been made. That's what we're voting on.
Correct, yeah. This would be for this year going, for 2014.
I had a question about the solar pool. What was last year's individual season pass cost? How much has it gone up?
$25.
accept resolution 2014-1, fee resolution.
So moved.
I move by Councilman Richards that we accept, approve resolution number 2014-1 fee resolution. Second. Second by Councilman Miller. Is there any further discussion? There's no further discussion. Mandy, would you take a roll call, please?
Richard,
Yes.
Delka,
Yes.
Struble,
Yes.
Peterson,
Yes.
Latrell,
Yes.
Brown,
Yep.
Audi,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the police chief appointment, and the nominating, or the interview committee met, Councilman Latrell, Councilman Peterson, Councilman Miller, City Attorney Cheney, and City Administrator Rodden and myself. And it's the recommendation that we hire Dave Elam, our interim chief, to be our chief of police at grade 34, step 7, at a $29.77 an hour, or $61,921.60 a year. Is there any question? If there's no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
Second.
Second by motion made by Councilman Brown that we hire Dave Elam as our chief of police, second by Councilman Miller. Any further discussion? No further discussion. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries. Dave, thank you. Dave, would you like to make a few comments?
Now it's time.
Okay, thank you, Dave. We look forward to working with you, and we know you're going to do a good job because you, for 10 years, have worked out for our community, and I know that you will continue to do that and give leadership to these young men that are also your department. Gentlemen, we appreciate what you do, and we appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Dave for bailing us out twice.
Yeah.
He's done a great job, stepping in the speech. So,
And I have no doubt that he'll continue to do that. Again, thank you, Dave. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is adjournment. Been moved by Councilman Latrell that we adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Brown. No further discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say aye. Motion carries. We're now in the work section.
We go, it's a grade and then a step, so it's grade 34 and a step in there. And that's part of the Yeah, video check here, so it'll start out right. So I think that equates to like 61,000. Just multiply that by 2,000.
How many police chiefs have been?
I haven't been here that long. We don't really have a list. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I don't know what, that's for sure.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Hey, Dave. Thanks. Congratulations, thanks.
Well, we'll continue our meeting at this time. Katie, do you have anything at this point?
Just real quick, I just want to answer Lloyd's question about the cost of the spouses.
Yeah.
It was passed, ordinance 1953, so some time ago. It was passed that we would waive the cost for a veteran, but the spouse would pay the cost of the burial lot. But as Lynn said, that hasn't been the practice, so you guys have to make a decision one way or the other there. So, want to answer your question?
Thank you.
Sure.
Well, what's your feeling?
Well, as veteran, I think the spouse ought to be able to bury with whoever served. They do that at the cemetery in Washington DC, even though the spouse might be buried on top of the individual, they get it free.
Well, it wouldn't seem right, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how they do that, it wouldn't seem right to me to have a veteran, you know, in the cemetery, and then another veteran gets a plot next to them, and they aren't even able to be beside their wife. I just think they need to be.
All your cemeteries, the VA got around the state of Kansas, the spouse gets buried with the individual.
I just have a question, I have no problem with it, but when she goes on and remarries, that would be a decision she'd have to make at that time. Okay.
I'm in
That's a
favor
good
of this.
question.
If she remarries a non-veteran, does she forgo her veteran benefits?
I'd say it's her choice where she wants to be
Well,
buried.
I've had discussions with family members that have remarried and that was buried with their original spouse. You know, I think that's pretty common. I don't have a problem.
We need to make a, can we make that change tonight, or?
Nope.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you already adopted it.
Let's get it on.
I mean, it's been the practice, as Lynn said, for years, so we'll just, as we go through this process, we'll get it right this time, and.
I think it's nice to put the spouse with them. They've made a great
We
service.
owe them something?
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Glenn?
Yeah, a couple things here. Won't we get too far along. If you haven't heard, Senator Moran will be here this Friday, January 10th at 3:30 for me downstairs. He's just doing a kind of town hall staff visit, so if you got some free time Friday afternoon, usually draws a pretty good crowd.
What time was that?
3:30. So he comes back, Kansas quite often, actually. And, so anyway, he'll be here, and so he's going to spend about an hour scheduled to be here and spend a little time with us, and we'll get a little view from what's happening in Washington from the senator there. Also on the animal control front, we've had a couple of discussions about that over the past 2-3 months or whatever. I did talk with Doc Gentry, who used to run and make a long story short, shortly before Christmas. He wants, of course, sell his property, but he's open to also leasing it. I'm not proposing anything at this time, but it's an avenue to go if we so choose to do that. He's really flexible on really anything we want to do. If we were to move forward on anything of that sort, on animal control, we'd have to involve the Humane Society, and they would have to do the bulk of the work and whatever. I mean, Chris does code enforcement, that's like part of this. Animal control is just part of what he does. He does many other things, so the whole burden can't be on one guy here who does that part-time. So if they're willing, and I guess they have another meeting coming up here, an annual meeting this month, and I plan on attending that to see what their level of interest is. But I can tell you, of course, that Doc Gentry, if we want to do anything with him on his property, he's open to buying, selling, leasing, whatever we need to do at that point. So whatever, that's an option. And of course, we also have Doc Luke. We also work with on a daily basis out there. So we got different options to go with here. So not ready to recommend anything at this time on that.
Has he declined our invitation to come talk to us about the issue?
Who's that?
Dr. Lewis?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything really to talk about at this point. We made a decision as far as how we're going to approach it yet. So, I mean, I think from council standpoint, we got a couple of different issues. One is dogs, of course. The other is cats, and I think we have to handle each one a little bit different. The dog issue seems to be more dogs at large, vicious dogs. We've already banned Rottweilers, pit bulls, those types of things. So we know we've already got ordinance against that. The other ones is how aggressive do we want to be as far as identifying those dangerous dogs and getting them out of the city limits as fast as possible. What role does he play in that? Because we turn over to the pound, then does he notify us if the owner shows up, or how are we going to that? That's more of a law enforcement issue. So you're getting more involved in law enforcement issues. The cats, our problem is that we have so many cats that are breeding so fast, we're being overwhelmed by them. There's three options. You can keep doing what you're doing, which is not working very well. We know that. The other is trap, neuter, and release. The other is trap and euthanize. I don't know any other way of handling the cat problem. I think we'll do a combination of all three. or basically to trap deer in the lease, or you have to use them for something to trap. Is that something you can have one vet do, or is that where the Humane Society comes in? And they help us with that one way or the other. I think they almost have to, because again, you got one guy handling dogs, all the cats, trapping in the lease, or, however we can handle that. Somebody else has to come up with funding, and manpower and whatever. So I think we need pretty much a group effort here on the part of the Humane Society, not including maybe Doc Generous, but I don't know.
So if we were to just put it out there to the Humane Society, what we're basically saying is we'll put up the rent, put up the labor, partnership.
Some kind of a partnership like that, where they can help us out.
$600 a month would put a lot of wording.
Yeah, that's the other thing. But again, you have to have somebody out there trapping and take care of, if we're gonna go that route with some kind of a city program, other than just trapping them and then taking them out and say, here, go ahead and adopt them, or, eventually euthanize them. That's a different way to go.
So I was thinking the rental facility would be for the animals that we're trying to enforce code on, like the ones that don't have tags,
Right.
the ones that.
The ones that are running the
vicious.
large and the vicious animals that are out there. Because you're asking somebody who isn't involved in law enforcement, and you could have a contract or whatever agreement that says, this is what you do, but,
Basically
he's
just
not.
stuff that's ugly work that Doc Luke probably doesn't want to get involved with.
If I were him, I would say that's really not my business to do that. So that's a little bit of a different issue. And the cats, we gotta make a choice what we're gonna do.
In visiting with Doc Luke, Tom and I went out there, Doc Luke is willing to work with us. There's no problem.
How did the problem come up that we had that vicious animal going back out to?
Well, when the owner shows up, he releases it back. If you come and claim your animal, whether it's a cat or dog or whatever.
Is there a charge against?
Yeah, there is a charge, but,
That's
but
the difference.
the difference is, how do you enforce the law once it gets out in somebody else's hands? What do you do then? So that's where we kind of have this discussion about how to deal with that problem. So, whether it's us, the Humane Society, Doc Luke, or, whatever, we have to decide how we're going to handle it.
Doc Luke willing to do, say, he's willing to.
Well, when Tom and I went out there, the issue came, was also the Rottweiler situation. And also the so-called problem with not being able to have enough room for the animals out there. Dr. Mueller came in when Dr. Luke and Tom and I were visiting, and they said the only time there has been a problem with them not having enough room for dogs, cats, is around the Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays. And they have informed us as the city, not to go out and trap cats during that particular period of time. They said the other time they've had problems along with that area, an abundance of cats, is when the Humane Society people want to leave town for the holidays, and they bring all their pets out there. Well, and I can understand that. Why should, and I really think, that's all.
Well,
And for pound animals, he said, he always had a spot. Like, we saw, in the morning we was there, the police department brought one out. And so, he says, I always have room, because I got a spot for it. Some dogs might be an outside room.
I think Glenn's right. I think we need to find out from the Humane Society what they're willing to do. Maybe the Humane Society needs to rent Gentry's facility.
That's a possibility, yeah.
If
you really want to get aggressive with the cats,
we still run our
you
pound animals,
right.
Through Luke's.
well, I've talked to several people, and they're pretty fed up with the cat situation, and they don't care what we do.
Okay, are they willing to pay for it? Are the people in the community willing
Well,
to pay for
what are you gonna
needs to
pay
be
for?
done?
My thought would be, I don't care if we hire somebody to trap every cat in this town.
Well, and that's what I'm getting
And
at.
they gotta have some place to go.
If we're gonna, Chris can't do everything.
For 3 days, you need a place
I mean-
for them to go.
Right, and that's the minimum that we have, 3 days.
Right, and
3
then
days.
they're gone. That's plain and simple. Maybe that's inhumane,
the vets involved, Humane Society, or anybody else who want. I mean, I won't limit to those people either.
I mean, I think it'd be a good idea for us to have a meeting, and by us, I mean possibly city council members, Chris, Glenn, the veterinarians, Humane Society, and say, okay, folks, we've got a problem. What do we need to do? I mean,
We could trap dozens per day.
I think that'd be a good idea, then that way we move forward.
Yeah, I
Forget about
mean,
it.
that way everybody's involved.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody come to the table and say, this is what we're willing to do, and follow through with it.
I mean, because we can't expect Chris to do,
He could be a full-time cat
that's
trapper.
exactly right.
Well, I'm saying, what hurt if we hired somebody to come in here and trap?
It wouldn't, but again, I think there's folks in the Humane Society would be, probably wouldn't have to hire, I think they would do it. I think it would help us out.
But are they willing to solve the problem?
Don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
what we
that's
need to
what-
have a
yeah,
meeting
That's
about.
why we need to discuss that. Like I
And
said,
we're
we got.
never gonna get rid of this problem unless we kill off all these cats. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
some are going to be euthanized no matter what, because they're carrying diseases and whatever, and we know that. So you won't be able to put that on every animal out there, you just won't be able to do these cats. And they don't really live that long of a life, but they do breed very quickly. That's the issue with the feral cats, is they breed and, you know, they're wild cats, so.
Well, you know, we got the people that are feeding them, and there'll be 30, 40 cats, plus a few skunks mixed in.
Right.
It's just
That
not a
problem,
good
too.
combination.
Yeah, so, and we have those, like Chris was talking about, we have colonies of cats around town. And whether they're being fed by humans or they're just kind of colonizing a place, you know, that's a pretty tough situation. And really, the only thing you can do is trap them and remove them out there. I mean, they won't go away naturally. You don't have enough predators. We don't have enough fox, coyotes, whatever, in and around town to take care of those kinds of problems. So
We got 22s.
you do have that, but we can't shoot them inside the city limits, so. Yeah, I mean,
They're attacking.
yeah, unless, battle is coming after you. But anyway, that's an issue, like I said, we've been discussing that. I think there is a potential solution there, one way or the other. You know, and every town, by the way, we're not unique, every town struggles with cats, in particular, the feral cats these days. They're in every town, and nobody's got a great solution to it. If they did, we'd all copy it. We'd all be successful doing this, but obviously we're not. The other thing is, the library board, County Cops has resigned for personnel reasons there from the library. But this spring, they have a number of seats coming open, so there'll be some chances for people to get appointed if they want to serve on the library board. Up on the North Campus, we're going to have a pre-construction meeting here probably next week with the contractor on that. Move forward with the sewer lift station and the sewer line up there. The comprehensive plan committee, we're going to actually break up into about 4 focus groups here, and probably the 3rd week of January, we're going to meet with those folks and our consultant that we got. Planning Commission is going to meet next week, and they are going to discuss rezoning, actually up here near Sonic. Sonic's actually good news here. We're hearing from them that they're probably going to rebuild their entire Sonic restaurant that they've got, but actually do one in there in the next couple of years. So apparently going to buy some more land and rezone that. So kind of doing what Casey's over on the east side of town. If you haven't heard about that, probably 2015 they're going to completely rebuild the Casey's over there. So we'll have new Casey's and new Sonic probably in a couple of years here. We should hear in the next couple of weeks, I would hope, about our housing rehabilitation grant from the Department of Commerce. They were promising by at least the 2nd week of January to go ahead and announce that. And on the 15th of January, we're going down to Lindsborg. Apparently, KMDA has come to some settlement with Sunflower Electric on that thing with Garden City that they were actually in a lawsuit. And we have a tentative agreement, and cooler hasn't prevailed, so it looks like we can settle with them and move on and supply to Garden City up there.
So what is that good rate?
Yeah, it won't change our rates at all, and it wouldn't anyway, I don't think, the way it goes. Garden City's going to be just, they're probably be one of our largest members in our probably. They're a pretty good sized city, so we're going to be welcoming them.
That just reduces our maximum capacity, right?
Yes, yeah, because we sold our capacity to them as part of that agreement to bring it in. So they were scheduled to be January 1st, so it'll be a couple weeks later on that. So I thought the whole thing would drag out a lot longer, actually, but it sounds like we've decided to go ahead and move forward with that project there. So anyway, all right, any other questions on anything else we're doing?
That $70,000 pipeline to the power plant.
Yeah, it's hard to do because you have to know what the price of natural gas versus diesel will be for the next, whatever that was. I did find out today that a number of cities have already gone through this. Clay Center apparently went through this a couple of years ago. I know Pratt has gone through the same issue, and it has to do with the pressure. And actually, the power pool put out